Well, hello there. My name is JoeQ, and I'm introducing you to what we call the quantum universe. What does it mean? Well, the fact that you arrived at this page probably means that you are looking for answers about quantum states, quantum universe, quantum leaps, everything with quanta. Well, people say to me, I know a lot about the quantum stuff and the quantum world. I don't know why. I'm just a normally educated guy, but I have a huge interest in it. So maybe that's why I went looking for it, kept looking to get it, to really see into it, what it doesn't mean. And my friends said to me every time, please explain it to me. This is why in a short time I thought to myself, well, let's make a video of it so they stop asking me and I just can point them to this website, and that's that. Well, this is why I'm here. This is why you are looking for answers, and that's a good thing, because everything is related to quantum physics, quantum mechanics, and it's not all clear yet. So is there a spirit behind it? Is it spiritual? Is it religious? Is it just factual? Well, when you want to join the discussion, you gotta get into the facts. You gotta get into things like who was Planck, who was Dirac, who are the propositions for all the meanings of quanta, what are chances, at least when you want to talk about it sensibly and not just like a dork who doesn't know anything. You're at the right place, and I will try to explain it to you, and you can make up your own mind what it means for the world and for yourself. Well, we have to start out with the meaning of quanta. And quantum is a difficult thing. In a sense, it has got into all kinds of definitions we are not adhering to, at least not from a scientific point of view. Quantum man, quantum leap, quantum universe, quantum mind. It's like, well, how shall I say, a pizza. This delicious piece of food which rejoices our life every day, for some, or we would like to have it rejoice our life every day, is originally, of course, something developed by our good friends, the Italians. But because it's over 100 or maybe more years old, it has developed into all kind of strange things, like square pizzas, like pizzas with, well, what is it? Bologna in it, cube pizzas, and, well, I won't even start about those two. But when you ask a real Italian, of course, he will say, this is only pizza. That's it. And not all this stuff, all this shit. It has nothing to do with pizza. It's the same with quanta, actually. Quantum only means a very, very small piece of matter. And at the level of the quanta, when it's a very, very small piece, it isn't even matter anymore. That is the strange thing. That is the very strange thing. Let me try to exemplify what I mean. Look at this. You might say, well, what is it? It's a chair. Nothing special about it. No, indeed. You can touch it. It has a 3D structure. You can turn it around. You can sit on it. Nothing strange will happen. But okay. Let's start focusing in on this chair. What happens? Well, when we focus the first step, we see a corner where this wood is connected to each other. We see these structures at the wood, and we can focus in more. At a very deep level, however, what do we see? Wood is mostly air, and the air is surrounded by, well, spica of wood stuff. And when you start to focus in even more at the level of a nucleus, this thing in the middle, or atom, with this very wrongly depicted atom, by the way, but as you will notice during this course, but it looks like what we learned in school. And when we go even further, we go into the quarks. What this has to be is a nuclear particle, and it sustains of 3 parts we call quarks. But then, what's after this? What after this quark? What's when we zoom in even more? What do we see? Yeah, then the interesting stuff starts, because what we see is this stuff. And what's strange about it? Take a good look at it. What you see is emptiness, and between in the middle of this emptiness, things arise and disappear again. This is what happens at quantum level, at this sub microparticle level, as we saw. This is what's happened. Matter comes into existence and matter disappears. Is this interesting, or is this interesting? And what we see here is what we call quantum fluctuations. Matter comes into existence, matter goes away. And the term quantum, well, that's only from someone who designed it, first saw it into existence, Mr. Planck and Mr. Einstein. They started to find out this is happening at the size of the Planck constant. So this is a very, very small size. But the interesting thing is, we do this step by step from the chair to the quark, but it's also a fact of time, actually. What is this? Don't try to grasp it right away. It's time. It's time. 14 billion years. This Earth, this being of us is here. Before that, there was nothing, probably. And what do we see at the beginning, 14 billion years ago? Quantum fluctuations. So, here it's connected again. What we see here, all this stuff getting into existence and getting away, and what we see here, the development of time, development of space, also starting like a fluctuation. Well, if it doesn't grasp your mind, this stuff, I don't know what will. Maybe pizza, but I think it's interesting. The fact that you are looking means you think it's interesting. So let's start to find out what it is. And in this picturing what quanta is, we should try to step into it logically and explain it to you in a way that you can think about it yourself. Till next time.